me personally, when I see ranges, I see entries. When I see entries, I see probability. When I see probability, I see reactions. My job as a trader is to find which zones inside of a range will react the most. That's how you put probability in your favor. I give the same analogies all the time to y'all. Like, once you learn how to trade, it's like driving a car or riding a bike. Once you learn how to do it, you shouldn't be still learning anymore. Once it's done, once you learn it, it's done. So if you're still learning and you already learned the skill, it's obviously a defect. What's going on? Are you not understanding the market for the market, or are you being selfish to get entries? I tell people that all the time. Another analogy that I give on top of that is like a relationship. Let's say you want a relationship with somebody, but they just trying to use you. That's like you trading and the market is telling you what it wants to do, but you trying to figure out how to get entries. And it's like, nigga, listen to me. What if I told you that? What if I told you that you could really have an 80, 90% win rate? I mean, on whatever time frame, because you understand the market. You don't try to get entries. You don't try to drive. You follow the instructions. There's instructions to the market, but y'all being selfish to understand how to get entries. I teach people how to get entries, but that's really the fibs. That's easy. You know what I mean? I teach people how to know the market, I guess, in a sense. How, how do you how do you figure out what makes the market go up, what makes the market go down? Not what makes the market not what makes the market go up, what makes the market go down is what you need to think. Not what gives me a trade, what gives me an entry. Because if you look for entries all the time but not know why, nigga, you still gonna end up unprofitable. Like, people think like y'all what y'all do is y'all take the things I teach and the things that Romel teach and just instantly apply it without understanding how you trade. Because everything I'm saying right now is just my perspective. It's just a perspective. It's not the end all be all. It's just a perspective. There's no weight on my perspective, no different than Romel's perspective or Rio's perspective. It's just another perspective. But if you learn the market for how it is and not to just get entries, you actually understand it. What if you had a child that just looked at you for the things that you can provide them, but didn't want a relationship with you? What if you had a girlfriend that was just like, shit, I just want the money, but I don't want nothing to deal with them? You're going to be like, damn, how the hell I'm going to give her what she need if she don't even care about how a nigga feel? The market like, damn, how he expect to be profitable if he don't even understand how I operate, how I work? But you still complain when you don't get entries. Like, bro, there's multiple ways to perceive the market. This is just the way I perceive it. I'm using a damn fib. It's crazy. Anyway, it's the way I perceive the fib. All right, so look. Let me know if y'all following me or if I'm going too fast. Get some water. So, how I caught this entry is very simple. All right. We had a bullish fib. Okay. Kind of wait. First of all, let me reset, leave, nigga, and go back. Obviously, I gotta just break it down. I ain't dropped the fib until here. So I didn't catch no 236 entry. Okay. I ain't catch no 236 entry. But based on the mechanics of how I trade, as some of y'all know, we have these zones here called the 786, 618, 382, and 236, obviously. We look for inducements in these areas. And we understand order flow. Wait, Brando, he said, yo, Zeke, you mark up the fib on the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Peep your video on WAP, just didn't understand. We can mark up on the 1 minute, 5 minute, etc. Go study. Yeah, just go study. It's yeah, just simple. Everybody know the fib's fractal. You just gotta go find it. Really, all the videos in the course are short though, so you should be good. Yeah, it's just because we don't trade. Time frame don't matter. Watch this. You know, I'll just answer your question now, bro. My bad. You know what? Let me just solve it now. Let me just show you. Hold on, I gotta do a different perspective. Hold on. I'm gonna just I'm gonna let me backtrack, y'all. I'm gonna explain what I was talking about, y'all. But let me just get him right real quick. Show him what's up, so he know what I mean. Okay. Okay. How do we identify those inducements? The active ones. All right. So look, you see how this is a bearish fib, right, Brando? Okay. Is this still a bearish fib, Brando? And is this still a bearish fib? Okay. So all I do is extend the range. Now, if I'm on the 5 minute time frame, what changed? Me extending this from here to here never changed. Now watch this. Let's say I didn't even do this perspective. Wait, range in a range. Yeah, there's a range inside of a range. Just like how there's perspectives inside of perspectives, just like how there's time frames inside of time frames. When you zoom out, you see higher highs and lower lows. And when you zoom in, you can't see them no more. So if you zoom out and open your eyes, you can kind of like play God with the chart, low key. You'll take a trade, and that trade hit TP, but that TP was the top tick of your 786, so you can sell it right back down from a higher range. It's crazy, bro. Now look, another perspective I'll give you. Watch this. If I draw a bullish fib now, bullish fib. Damn, hold on. Bullish fib. Boom. Cool. Hold on, let me click it. Boom. Boom. Bullish fib. Awesome. But what if I drew that same bullish fib on the 1 minute time frame? Did anything change, Brando? What if I was already on the 1 minute and I did this? All right. But what if I said, oh, I wasn't even aware of that shit. I'm over here down here looking at the market like this, trying to catch a small ass scalp, but then I'm using a bearish fib down here to catch something for whatever reason. All right. Same mechanic, it don't matter. Nothing changes. Okay. And this is Bitcoin. It's a terrible example, but I go to gold or something. But let me go backtrack. You know what I mean? But yeah, you'll get it, bro. You good. Where was I even at though, y'all? Yeah, right. I was right here. Let me just speed up a little bit. Appreciate it. You made it clear. All right, cool, for sure. Bow. Starting now. All I was pretty much explaining y'all was this. My fault for interrupting. Nah, you straight. That's the whole point of me being up here. You're cool. All right, top to bottom. It was just a simple entry off of my 382, y'all. It's as simple as that. Bearish fib. A simple entry off of my 382. Why? All I did was I just drew out this wick. This is how I draw my inducements. All right. And I was just saying bet order flow. When I explain order flow, I tell everybody when you draw out a fib, if we get a perfect tap, a perfect retest off of the 236, that's when order flow initiates. I teach people that you got to understand that not buyers and sellers, but traders themselves need to be rewarded and traders need to be liquidated. Traders that got into good trades should be rewarded and traders that got in bad trades should be liquidated. Liquidated. Damn. So my first entry, I already saw that price tapped at 236. So my next entry is off the 382. Selling it from the 618 or buying it higher. Now, the only reason I took this entry was from a higher perspective, a way higher perspective. So don't even worry about this. Actually, I'm actually paused this so this is not even in YouTube because this is irrelevant. This is only because this is Bitcoin. But yeah, pretty much it's the same mechanic. So overall, on a way higher time frame, I already know we're in the discount because that's my directional model. And I already know we tapped inside of an order block. That's Holy Grail. Boom, boom. Holy Grail inside the 786. I'm in long-term buys. Imagine this was just a 15-minute time frame or the hour. Or imagine this was like, shit, you was on the 15 second and you was just going fast as hell. Don't nothing change. 1v1 with Psy. I'm not finna 1v1 with Psy, bro. Psy Rockstar. He got capital. He can go through that drawdown. But but y'all know what's up. 786 and we can buy it right up to the 618. But obviously, since this is Bitcoin, we could take it all the way up. Bro got like a million drawdown. Yeah, because he can do that. So you know what I mean? This is what he can do. Bro, the goat. Um, but that's not what everybody can do. You know what I mean? So 786 buys, so I'm already taking it from this zone. So I'm in long term buys anyway. So all I did was just drop down to a lower time frame and apply the same thing. It'll be there. So hell yeah, for sure. And applied the same exact mechanic. Oh shit, I just moved my stop loss. Applied the same mechanic on the shit. I might as well move it anyway. It don't fucking matter. Shit. Applied the same exact mechanic to an internal range, and the internal range was the same as here. Let me just take this off. Boom. Price retested to 618, and I held all the way through. And since I know that price is overall in a discount, I'm holding this to the moon. I'm taking this all the way to the top. Start taking withdrawals on what you call it though. Start taking withdrawals in Bitcoin. Start taking all my withdrawals in Bitcoin. But anyway, let's get more so into it. Or whatnot. I'm gonna go to MNQ. Let's get more into it from the examples that I was given. Damn, market open and price just pushed. But these are the two trades that we had caught, and it's the same simple mechanic. Don't nothing change, right? That market open went stupid, all right? And it was these trades here, obviously before market open. I'm saying I trade lower time frames as of right now, but you can apply it to any. All right, price bought off the 786. It's simple. I drew out the fib from bottom to top, right? I had a limit at my 786. I always take my entries as soon as I get in. Why? Because you'd rather be early to a party than late. If you late, can't enjoy it. If you early, you can always get back in. So I got in at the 786 and I scaled into my position. Boom, tap up to the 618, then took sales. I mean, not 618, took sales from the 382. Zeke, why are you selling from your 382? Look at it. There's resistance. When you see resistance, how do you know that resistance is strong? Well, shit. I mean, if you look to the left and you keep going farther enough, you'll just see how price continues to react off of its own. People think that when price breaks through a level of support or resistance, that it's done, that it's irrelevant. Nah, it's because they don't understand order flow. You drag it over, and you'll see like, damn, price don't react to all this motherfucker multiple times. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bet I'm selling for my 382. So we took sales from the 382 and brought it up higher, and then price ultimately dumped and broke out the fib. What do you do when price breaks out the fib? You look out to more external ranges, yo. That's all you do. You just go to an external range. That's all you're gonna do. You're just gonna look out to an external range. Price swept this low, so we can't even draw one. As of right now, we gotta wait for price. Gotta wait for price to do what it gotta do. 5 minute time frame. Leave 1 minute here. Price just went stupid. Like even this, if you was on a shit, you can stay on the 15 minute. I mean on the 5 minute. External fib. Top to bottom. Alright. Bearish fib. You have your highs. I'm gonna put my highs here. Should probably even this one as well. I'll probably say these ones first. And we got inducements in this zone. So you'll be looking for a reaction anywhere in the region of the 786. You'll be looking for a reaction anywhere in the region of the 786 to push price down, most likely to the 618. So we'll wait on that and see how price is reacting. You go down to your fib and you look at your 786 and you top ticked it. And you're going to take it down. It depends on how far you take it. It just don't matter. But you're going to get the precision that you need. If you want to flip this, what you could do is when price is going bullish, if price flips the same zone that you was using as resistance, you can tap the 618 and buy it right after. I mean, Hold on, I want to go see if they took it. Hold on, give me a second. Let's see. Hold up. Did he take it? Yeah, he did. That's what's up. That's what's up. You took the short. That's what's up, bro. Y'all eat off that real quick. Get a bag off that. Cool. Let's go to gold. Yeah, I'm in gold sales right now too. Overall on my live account, I'm not even gonna cap. I'm in gold sales, so we already know that. We already know that. It's crazy. Every time niggas come up here, people be cooking. Niggas get to eating. That's what's up. TP. Top tick TP. Now swing it all the way down to the 618. Simple. That's an entry. That's an entry. I love how like a nigga can teach it and then show it in the moment. Can we see your setup on gold? Yeah. I'm glad y'all caught this though. Can we go over how to identify more inducements? Yeah, we can, bro. But that is go watch YouTube really, or go to course or something. Cause I think you finished the course. If you still don't understand it, go implement it. Because I don't made so many videos on inducements. I don't went over inducements so many times, so many times. You just got to go implement it now. Real shit. Profitability relies in the hands of a person that makes the conscious commitment to execute. There you go. So if you can't execute, just the fib I got on gold. What's making you take shorts? I'm not answering that. I just explained it. I just explained everything about inducements. Well, watch this. Here, look, watch this. If I just do this, will this help? Hold on. Hold up, bro. Hold up. Let me make this real big and dot it for you. Liquidity. Go ahead. Boom. Highs that need to be corrected under. Cool. So I want to see a simple bearish reaction from this region to pull back down to here. Is that better? But you see how now watch this. Watch perspective. You see how now watch this. When you learn how the market works, you'll understand that this doesn't change the fact that the market goes down or not, or even how to identify it. These are when you understand this part, not the 786. The 786 is the entry, but this is what you need to learn. This is actually what people need to learn. The like zone. So you asked me to go over inducements. Let's transition into it. Look, me personally, this is a zone of inducement. Look, if I throw a wick here, I can see that this wick is what's responsible and cause price to push up higher. And then if I look at this wick, I can see that, oh shit, this was the retest that pushed price to go down. Right? So I know that in my mind, anywhere between these two regions is screaming a reaction. Okay? Only thing is about this trade is that we have a fat ass order block right above it that I don't like. That could really cause price to mitigate this, and sell. I mean, not sell and react from this order block to the downside. And then that's like, and yeah, I'm still gonna hit the trade. I'm still gonna make sure I execute and get in, or whatnot. But it's just like, damn, I want to come all the way up there, but we'll see. how price react. But my job as a trader is just to put probability in my favor, bro. My job isn't really to get it. My job isn't to get an entry. My job is to know how the market works and know it's probable. You know, and to know it's probable. Now, same thing down here. So you see how I just applied this. Now watch this. You see how I'm looking at my chart? I see rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here. Still more rejection. I'm like, damn, why the hell is there so much rejection? I see an order block. I'm like, whoa, inducement, pivot zone, pivot point, bow. Then I drag it all the way and I'm like, boom, that's how Zeke trade. That's how I mark up my price action. I mark up my price action based on probability, based on zones that are most probable to react. I don't try to force a fair value gap or force a holy grail. If you genuinely see it as you're going through it, as you just zoom out, then cool. Don't try to like force it and be like, okay, where's this holy grail? Or where is this blah blah blah? Or where is this blah blah blah? Okay, it's right here. Ah, the internal holy, like, nah, bro. You should be able to just zoom out and vibe and just be like, okay, what's price doing? Where am I? Where do I see rejection? I see rejection all in this region, but I also see rejection in this region too. So you could even say like, yo, this order block is responsible for rejection, but also this zone is responsible for rejection. Simple. Can I mark up silver? Yeah, in a sec. Um, and you can mark up this rejection only because you know that this is a probable zone for a rejection. Sitting down with the charts and figuring out stuff. I'm curious if there's an exercise practice you've done that helped your basics the most. Um, nah. Let me see. Let me read your question again and internalize it. You talk a lot about sitting down with the charts and figuring out for yourself. I'm curious if there's any exercise and practice you've done. You just said it. You just said it. You just said you talk a lot about sitting down with the charts and figuring it out for yourself. You just answered your own question. And then you said, I'm curious to see if there's an exercise and practice that you've done to help. That's exactly what I did. I sat down and analyzed the charts, not for myself, but for the market. There were times where I just sat on the chart just like this. You ready? Look. All I do is this. For 3 hours straight. Like I may be doing other work or something else on my phone, or I may have like this, like one screen to the left, one screen to the right, but it's in front of my face. I don't try to get a fucking entry. I don't try to hit a trade. I don't even try to learn. I just watch and I let it teach me. Why are you rejecting there? Why are you rejecting here? What are you really doing? Like, what's the pattern? Like what the fuck is going on? Like, there's gotta be an algorithm to this. Like, damn, there's gotta be an algorithm to this. Like, damn, there's gotta be an algorithm to this. Like, damn. And then you start to see, oh shit, I understand order flow. I understand market structure. Because you wasn't trying to get an entry, but you opened your eyes. You understand order flow. You opened your eyes. All right. Trade to know what the market's doing, not to get an entry. What I just marked out right there helped you. Funny thing is like, bro, watch this, bro. That's literally what the fibs are for. It's supposed to show you the algorithm. It's supposed to give you perspective. Okay, it's supposed to give you perspective with the range. This is what, like, it lines up. The reversals line up. You know. Anyway, let's go check on NQ. NQ smack. Y'all top tick that motherfucker. Oh we. That was nasty. That's a good trade for the ones that caught him. Let me go look in the server real quick. I gotta take a screenshot of that one. I ain't even take it, but y'all, they did. Y'all smacked that shit for real. Oh my goodness. NQ smacked. Jeez. That's like the fifth one. Motherfucker be going stupid. Oh shit, hold on. No. Sorry. And then now, exactly. Now watch the bullet's reaction from the internal order block from in between the two zones we just marked out. Unless price retests the 618 and goes directly back down bearish off of these internal ranges here. And then it's like, what are you really doing, market? And then you start to see the fight. You start to see the battle. You start to see how the market sets itself up to set itself up. Like, you just, like, see this crazy. Do you use ICC? No. It's a confluence, though. Everything is. Everything is the same anyway. Everything is the same. ICC the same as this. Holy Grail the same as this. This is the same as ICC. It's just perspective, bro. But no, I don't like just straight use ICC at all. Nah. Exactly. So you got that. Perfect. Brando, boom. You got a bearish fib from top to bottom. Smooth. This should execute all the way down, yo. This is a great, bro. This is great. Y'all smack that, yo. Y'all ride that all the way. That's a whole top tick, bro. Ride that all the way. I finally caught y'all one. But yeah, exactly. You got inducements at the highs. Exactly, bro. Like, nigga, we like, bro, come on. Like, look at the inducements at the 786. Why would you not take this? The 786 is there for you to take it. It's telling you to take it. Yeah, the next zone would either be the 50% for buys or the 382 for buys. You know what Bitcoin doing, bro. All right. You gonna take the 382 for sure? Okay, this is the same. Okay, we don't even need this shit no more. We don't even need the overall fib no more either because it's just like we already know. We already know we in a good spot. We in a great spot at this bottom. We in a great spot. Like we could really swing and catch this shit. It really don't matter no way. Anyway, we got some resistance. Okay. Let's just see some internal structure. Pretty sure that's about our 786 bullish fib tap. Yeah. So even like here, like real internal. This is why I'll be taking this shit on the 15 seconds sometimes. Or else like you'll get a price will go down, you'll get the tap out the 786, boom, bring it up to the 382, then sell from the 382 down to the 618. It's an algorithm. And then like you'll just smack 300, then 400, boom, boom. And then price will probably just break out the fib and continue to the downside, bleed. And then once price goes ahead and breaks out like this, boom, 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 then it's like, oh shit, what would you have done? Nigga, you would have just drew out a bullish fib and did the same thing. Like, boom, to the same damn trade. Boom, boom, boom. And then what do you do from there? Shit, you just take it. You don't take the 618 because you ain't get a retest off your 786. Now you take the 786. Then you take the 618 because this exposes order flow. It just gives you the zones. And then you continue from there. Boom, 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 and then price goes ahead and does what it needs to do. It sort of tap the 786 and about. So you asked me to go over silver. Oh, that looks good. That look good for sales. Hell yeah. That look fine for sales, bro. Take that shit. Take it. I mean, look at it. It ain't no different than what we just did on NQ. Just smack the hell out of NQ with the same for the same exact thing. Do it again. So boom, smack, boom. You just take it up from here to here. That's your inducement zone. You know where's your most recent high. You know your most recent high is up here. So smooth. You also have like a little bullshit that you got to deal with above you that price could reject from. You know what I mean? So just to play it safe, you know what I mean, I'll probably put my stops here in the beginning. Keep it mechanical. Base your stop loss on structure. You know what I mean? So you'll get your entry here. You'll get your entry here. Smooth. Your stop will be like a little bit above this. And you'll just scale in as price go down. I just said this in my server the other day. I told them this was on my Instagram story. And I said it. Look, psychological note for my traders. Always jab before you throw your hook. You can get into a trade early with light positions and then scale in as it goes your direction. Set up the entry before the knockout. So, like, if you know you boxing, you fighting somebody, like you can't just swing and you won't get popped. Like you got to make sure that you low key, like you got to really make sure you set it up. If you're gonna try to hit the knockout, set up the trade, set it up, step on his foot or something, expand your distance. You know what I mean? And then throw the jabs and then throw the hook. So it's like when you in a trade like this, if you see prices coming up to the 786, but you know it could reject a lot in the zone, go ahead. Like, well, this only works if you want prop firm, you can't do this. But if you want live, for sure, because you can go ahead and scale in, scale into your account, scale into your trade. So by the time it get like right up here, you scaled in pretty decent. But the thing is, like, if it rejects from here, you still make money. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you in a fight or if you boxing or whatnot, yeah, you may not have got the knockout or whatnot. Y'all still fighting. It's like the fourth round. You may not have knocked him out, but you did some damage with the jabs. So it's like if you took this trade with a little bit of contracts, yeah, you might have made 300. You ain't make a band note, but the trade you still made something. Why? Because you was early to the party, not late. You still enjoyed it. But if you was late, then it's like 1 minute fib low key nice on NQ. Oh, oh, oh. Wait a minute, bro. Is this a 786? Oh man, did you catch that? Ah, bro, that's so clean. I ain't even peep. See, boom, bullish fib. It don't matter the time frame, bro. 786. That's a. I ain't even peep that. Heinous, go drop that. Go drop that in the other chat, brother. Clip that. That shit clean. That's clean. And you better not, bro. If it react off the 382 as well, and then sell and the confluence with this order block, that shit gonna be crazy. Just gotta get a market a chance to get his shit together. Should I hop in that? I don't know. Should you? All right then. Fuck. You know we take. You know like we gonna take you. Gonna take you. You a trader. Embrace it. You gotta have a level of fuck around and find out in you. If you don't have enough of fuck around and find out, you don't need a trade. If you scary, go do something else. You ain't gonna make no money. Like the people that just smacked NQ, this top tick. No, this silver. I'm tweaking. What trade was this, yo? Wait, 5 minutes time. Okay, yeah, I remember. Boom. The people that just hit this top tick, they clearly ain't have no fear. And look what it got them. Whoever hit this bottom tick right off NQ again, clearly ain't have no fear. Look what it got them. If you can't pull the trigger, you need to quit. Not literally, yo. I don't mean it like that. Don't take it the hard way, because I know some people don't. Some people be like, "Oh, Z, man, go run the Romel and shit." So a retest at the 786 is needed before the 618. No, I didn't say that. retest at the 786 is just needed to initiate order flow. There's a sequence to this market, and the sequence goes buys, buys, sells, buys, buys, sells, buys, sells, sells, sells. That's the sequence. I'm not gonna say it again either. I just told Ramel that shit the other day. And when you look at the fibs long enough, you'll understand that exact sequence, and you'll be like, oh shit. Depending if the fib is like bullish or bearish. I'm gonna chart just switch. Damn, wait a minute. You getting that reaction off this internal one. It didn't hit 786, but it's rejecting still off the same zone, the bottom of this. Can you show again the fib? Can I show the fib confluence again? Zeke, please say that again. No. No. You'll see it, bro. Study the fib some more. Damn, I keep messing up. My bad. Study the fib some more. You'll understand the sequence of this market, bro. You'll be like, wait. You're gonna be like, wait. I'm not bullshitting. I put this on everything I love. I put this on everything I love. I put this on everything I love. God can strike me down right now if I'm lying. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but I will say not a lot of people know it, bro. Shit crazy. You gonna understand, watch the fibs. Man, watch the vids. Shit. Man, it's that buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Ooh. All y'all gonna get it though. All y'all gonna get it though. As long if you look at it long enough, it's like an algorithm. Just like how you have ones and zeros and ones. So like I kind of give you a hint. You ready? 10010010111. Okay. So if you want, you can flip it how you want. You just got to make sure it's right. Same sequence, just which one's buyer, which 0 and 1 is buyer or seller. And when you understand like this shit be like, you can really ping pong. You can really have an 80% win rate. Not because you're trying to, but because you know how to drive a car. If you get in your car right now, it's a 90% chance you gonna get home safe. So why is it not a 90% chance you smack TP? Okay then. Look, buy off the 786, TP again. It's not that hard. Things could be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. You gotta stop doing that dumb shit. Or your capital gonna keep getting popped. No matter if you reset that account, you gon' get smacked for the same amount. It ain't working. Face ass. And when you try to walk away, top step, get the call and sing, can you come back? Said buy, sell, buy, sell. I'm not telling you, I'm not saying it no more, but you'll get it, bro. You'll be smooth. It's woody time. I smoked the wood before this call, bro. We chilling. Really. I'm finna drop this on YouTube later. We 44 minutes in. I'm gonna make it. It's gonna be like an hour video. Why not? Bro, look at this TP on 786 again. Ba bing, ba boom. Back to back, ping pong. Bounce off the 382 then sell? Are you serious? Is that what you gonna do? Don't tell me. Don't tell me niggas went 4 for 4 with the chat. 4 for 4, we not even eating. Nigga. Talk about priorities. Our 4 for 4s is different, bruh. Shit. You get a 4 for 4 every day. I do too. But I mean, shit. Yo, yours is food. Mine's is capital. It's that guapo. Guap. Alright, yeah. Let me pause the video. Let me actually boom. Let me actually unpause. But y'all need to use context clues. Y'all gotta use context clues. Y'all don't use context clues sometimes. Can you help me? I'm incompetent. Andrew, you're trolling because you're in my server. Did anybody take buys off 618? Just want to see if somebody took it. All right, it ain't showing up. Yeah, I don't even know. Did you even? What's your name, bro? What's your name? Because I personally and manually accept every. Hold on, let me pause this, dude. For YouTube, y'all just that's a 618 buy. I don't know if y'all took it or whatnot, but it tapped. He said, "There's no jackasses allowed, money." This nigga be having me dying. I ain't never heard nobody say jackass and muddy in the same sentence. Game, where is you from? Wait, what? I'm a little lost. That shit kind of funny, but it makes sense though. That's what I'm saying, bro. If we get a 2-3-6 ping pong straight to the downside, that's when I'm gonna tweak out. That's when I'm gonna tweak. Hold on. If we get a 2-3-6 ping pong, we don't smacked everything yet, so I'm kind of expecting a loss. Like now, I ain't gonna lie. Like, but we have these lows. We have these lows here. You know what I mean? We already hit 382. We have these lows, but like we have, it's just a good zone, yo. Like it's just a good area to sell from. Like 236 just looks good. Like everything about it. And then now we done generated some liquidity. Like, oof. Let's see. You ping ponging right now? Good shit, bro. Nigga Devin be eating. Wait, Devin be eating. Alright, let me check my phone. Bro, before call today, I was outside, I was smoking. And I was like, man, today finna be such a good call. I got so many examples to go over. And I'm like, the market moving good today. We finna hit today in server. We finna fuck him up with this one. Get to the chart, go steep it. Feel like you slowly starting to figure it out. Your chart look ugly, but shit. If that's what works for you, I see the 786 smack. I see the 236 smack. I mean, hey, bro. Shit. The mechanic is there. I see the 786. As long as you hit, you good. I see the 236. If you hit, you good. Your chart ugly as hell though. You gotta fix that, bro. You do. Like, I'm very serious about everybody in the server. Like, make sure y'all laugh. I'm being serious. Make sure your chart is clean. Keep your chart clean. This is your workspace. This is where you work. This is literally your workspace. This is where you make your money. Keep it clean. You can't have shit everywhere. I keep, no matter what, I try to keep my chart as clean as possible. No matter what, I try to keep it always clean. No matter what, cause this is my workspace. You know what I mean? So yeah, bro, keep always reset your charts. Make sure you know what I mean. Shit ugly as hell. Clean up. I'm being so serious. I'm not joking, bro. Fix that. It'll be smooth. Oh, okay, for sure. Well, yeah, you should have made like a different template or something before sending that. I'm trolling you, dude. I'll be trolling everybody. Don't take it to heart. Wait, I'm tripping. M and Q. I want to see what M and Q gonna do because it look like it's trying to play games. We don't already 786, boom, 382, boom, 618, boom, 236, boom. I told y'all if y'all look long enough, you will understand the algorithm, but you have to know where it starts. And maybe if you think hard enough, you'll get it. Of what I said about the buy, sell, what shit, you feel me? So if you get it, if you look long enough, a lot of you are gonna think you're gonna get it, and a lot of y'all are gonna get close, but a lot of y'all ain't gonna get it at all. DM me if you think you do. That ass. I'll actually tell you if you genuinely got it. Real talk. Thinking sales at 236. We all thinking sales. No, we all know sales at 236. Regardless of what we think, that's what we gonna do. I don't let my mind control me. Where does it start? Yeah. Yeah, where does it start? So just like how I said buy, sell, buy, or sell, buy, sell, buy, or whatnot, based on the chart, where does that sequence begin? Does it begin here at the bottom? Does it begin here at the top? Or does it begin here at the 236 where it starts? Who knows? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, we're gonna y'all. I think we missed the trade. I think we missed it. I think we missed it. I don't think it's gonna go up no more. I'm gonna be kind of honest. I think we missed it. It didn't. Yeah, I don't know. We might not. This might push all the way down. We might not. We might have just missed it, bro. But the precision is there. It's like, bro, we precise as hell. We ain't even gotta be. It's like riding the bike. I'm telling you, just mechanize everything, bro. Look at cars. Look at wheels. Look at bikes. Look at how shit operate. Look at phones. Look at the even look at your body. It's a mechanic. It's a system. It's a natural system. So when you mechanize everything, when you make everything a mechanic, what do you think will happen? It'll go up a little more. I think not. I could be wrong though, bro. You could be dead ass right. I could be straight wrong. I think I want to go down though. Shit, and if I'm wrong, you get $1 million. Not out of my pocket though, but yours, cause you're gonna make it. He said Ramel going to pay. That nigga will be sitting on the couch and text me and be like, bro, I just made 10K. I'm like, fuck, prop firm. I'm like, damn, okay. Ramel say he got us. Watch it tick. Y'all think it's gonna tick 236? Y'all think it's gonna tap it and dump? Bruh, I don't know. Bruh, if it tap and dump, bruh. This candle is the moment of truth. Because it already tapped the internal. Alright, bet. Broke through. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, y'all ticked in. Y'all are ticked in. Y'all are officially ticked in. Damn, y'all ticked in. Oh, shit. I don't like it. I don't like this. I don't like this. If it was gonna sell, it should have sold from here the first time it went up. He said, "See, okay, 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 okay. I guess you know what you're talking about a little bit, or maybe you got lucky. Who knows? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it. If price was gonna sell, I would want it to do it here. Yeah, if it's gonna do it, okay. If it's gonna do it, she said they gonna go up for a little bit. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Man, if I was on like the 15 second, I'll be able to see like, or like 10 second, I'll be able to see some shit and really see price action. Yeah, okay, Angel. Angel be trading. I ain't even know you was like a trader like that until you started getting on call. Yo, the moment this shit turn around is when it's gonna go down though. All I need for it to do is respect this high. I'm being so serious. If it respect this high, yo, like it's gonna go down. If it respect this high, it's gonna go down. None of y'all should be stopped out, like at all. There it is. Ah, there it is. There it is. Ah, there it is. Ah, shit. Y'all gonna hit. Uh oh. Damn, so niggas done. Y'all, so wait, so y'all topped this one. Y'all already topped this from the external fib. Y'all did like y'all dead ass top this one. Okay, yeah, Devin. Y'all bottom. No, I didn't bottom this one. Top this one. Bottom this one. Nah, this shit gonna execute. Look at it. It's playing. It ain't trying to go up. I don't know though, but I want to see as long if it does go down, it just has to respect this high in my opinion. Like yeah, I know people are like, yo Zeke, but there's a fair value gap, aren't you? Wouldn't you try to sell it from the fair value gap? And I'm like, yeah, it could sell from the fair value gap. You can come up to the 50%, but I'll take my chances now on my 236 before a fair value gap because this is an inducement. This is still an inducement, but price ain't never showed me no rejection here yet. So if I ever did take my chances, I'm gonna take my chances in a zone that promotes rejection, and this promotes more rejection because it showed me rejection to the upside. So it can also show me rejection to the downside. Then y'all done hit. Y'all been hitting all morning. I want to see my fucking Bitcoin trade because this shit just rocking out, bro. Hold on, cause I thought we was gonna get a bearish reaction from this zone here. That shit does not care at all, bro. I'm for sure taking on my withdrawals in Bitcoin. I'm for sure like I'm glad I put money in where we got in. Cause this motherfucker here. And then it's like the only like I told y'all from the beginning, the only reason I'm comfortable with buying it is because on the overall fib I already know where it's going. Like guarantee, like I already know where it's trying to go. We already tapped discount. We going up. This ain't no different. This ain't no different. Yeah, nah, it's do a little ugly. This ain't no different than a 1 hour time frame. So niggas just since I already know the direction, I already know the model of my direction. I already know we coming from discount. Bet so I'm looking for buys. And we just bounced. Even inside of this zone, like this zone, this shit clean. Yeah, bounce, 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 bounce. Then we broke through. Yeah, Marcus low key looking a little choppy. They starting to get a little choppy, man. Y'all already made y'all money though. Yeah, Marcus starting to look choppy. Like I said in analogy before, said if you had Dave and Buster's and you know the little things that you spin, like that you spin down and like you'll barely hit the jackpot, you spin it. But like if there's five of them, but you say nah, I'm only gonna use one. I'm gonna waste all my coins on one. That's literally saying like nah, I'm gonna wait for the biggest best trade. I'm like, bro. If there's five of them there, like divide up your chances, divide up your coins into more chance. Because now you have five different spinning wheels, and now you have a chance to spin all five of them and put probability in your favor. So the chances of you hitting that jackpot is now times five. Yeah. Instead of just searching for that one. Yeah, NQ not fucking with none of that. We gonna see though. But I'm finna go back to the overall range we was looking at from the beginning that y'all smacked from the top. Cause now it's looking like price is just respecting the same zone. Cause y'all niggas smacked that shit. I ain't even bruh. That shit happened quick. And y'all top tick that hoe. And then who was it? Was it Dare Script? No, not Dare Script. Who was it? That pointed out it was Haynes, I think. Yeah, it was Haynes. He had pointed out the bullish fib and he pointed out the buys. He pointed out the bullish fib. I'm pointing out the buys at the 786 from the internal zone. So we'll see. Put that on my mom. I made it out. I don't know how to do it. I don't make it easy at all. I'm gonna see what price do. I think price finna go straight. Oh, now I need to give me an answer with 7. Hell nah. Fuck that. Finna get liquidated on bro. Price did not want to react off that 236 at all. It is not like this internal fib at all. Now I just gonna dump and go right back down. Hold on, bro. Like Angel was saying in the beginning. All good? Yeah, yeah, it's straight. I'm on demo. This is not my live. Now I wanna see what price do for real. Now that a better entry was executed, now let's make our money back because you saw that the 236 ain't work out. I saw it. If this last shit was a job, it's you fucking for you. Yeah, no, it's psychology now. That 618, bro, that was so clean. Damn. Damn, we took one loss today. That's crazy. Well, not one loss. I took one loss. I don't know what y'all took. I personally took one loss overall, but we was able to we called out one loss, called out 4 wins. Let me bring this over here. Confidence. You don't want to lose, but I'm accepting it. It's 52 of y'all in here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 52. It's 2 classrooms. I. So we're talking about psychology. I just started the video again. Pretty much I asked everybody what's their issues in trading, and then y'all gave me an example. So now I'm looking at this, and everybody said I. That's the word slash letter. Eagle, she said I, multiple times. Swigs, he said I. Mike, he said I'm, but I. He said I. Everybody said I. So what's the so if I were to ask you again, okay, what's wrong with your trading? You would say what now? If I ends up being the root to everything, you're already aware. So here's what it is. This is that psychological loop that irritates me and Romel. This is what's so fucking annoying. Y'all will sit there and tell us, here's my issue with trading. I tend to blah 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 blah, and that messes with my trading. So it's hard for me to blah 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 blah. I need to blah 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 because if I don't, y'all will teach us. I'll be doing a one-on-one, and I'm like, nigga, you just paid me $100. Why? And I'm like, bro, what? You just explained to me your issue. But you're looking for everything external. And oh, look at you. You're coming out of pocket because you're looking external for your issues. You're looking external. I asked all of you what the issue is. Y'all gave me a byproduct. That ends up being a byproduct. I is the issue. You already know what you're aware of. For me is when to exit because I tend to try to aim for a specific number. Not pulling the trigger. When I got the technical, he said when I got the technicals right, I missed the trade. than possibly rush into something out of frustration. I always bring my stop loss to break even too early and get stopped out. Greed, because well, that was just an example that she was going over. But y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all all just said I. For me, I need to stop learning more and just know what I know. Look at that. I, I. So why are y'all sitting here looking external for everything? You just told me your exact issue. You told me your issue, not me. When y'all like, I'm gonna just clarify now, for me at least, because I'm not like, it gets annoying. It's not even about the money. It gets annoying. Don't book a one-on-one with me unless you're not aware. If you're not aware of your issue, then come to me. If you're like, Zeke, well, if it's technical, it's okay, that's fine. But if it's psychology and the psychological, if you're not aware and you're just like, yo, there's something that's going on and I just can't get it right, like, can you help me? Like, I just don't know. If the only sentence is like I don't know, then go ahead, come to me with psychology or whatnot. I'll give you perspective. But people be coming to me with psychology one-on-ones and just tell me, all right, cool. Um, yeah. Um, he said meditate on it before. Yeah, meditate on it before. Yeah, trading is 100% psychology. Yeah, exactly. Trading is 100%, bro. Trading is, y'all already know that, bro. I don't even gotta repeat it. Y'all already know that. All of y'all know that. Everybody knows that. All y'all know that already. Like, it's that simple. But y'all just look everywhere else for the issue. Everywhere else. That's a really cool realization. It's simple, but it's a really cool realization that all of y'all just said I, but disregarded it and put more emphasis on what you can't control. Mmm. That's what we do as people all day, as humans. You put more emphasis on what you can't control, not the person itself. You don't put emphasis on you not being able to control yourself. You put more emphasis on what you can't control. Well, I can't do this. Well, you can't do it because you decide not to. You decide not to. So, what if your brain was very simple and this is what your brain, what if one day it clicked and this is what your brain said? Consistency and discipline equal money. You just woke up and that's it. That's all that clicked. That's it. And it clicked in the most like deep way like ever. That's what happened to me. Once I really realized that like consistency, just that alone, just consistency alone. Cause consistency, I say it all the time, some of y'all already know, consistency compounds before capital. If you can't be consistent, you can make it bag and not keep it. You'll still never have riches, or you'll still never have the life that you want. You'll still never have the car that you want. You'll still never have nothing that you want. A lot of y'all want the money that y'all make now, but can't manage 3K a month, can't manage 5K a month, or 10K a month, wherever you're at. It doesn't matter. You may not be able to manage. You're not able to manage it now, but you want to manage it later. You want to be like, okay, bet you're struggling at like 10K, and you're like, fuck, I can't get it. But then you want to make 30, 40, 50K. More money don't mean more problems. More money just means responsibility. But guess what? Success builds you into the person that you need to be. Success builds you into the person that's able to maintain it, not just get it. Anybody can get a bag. Anybody can get a bag. It's so easy. If I my little brother not here, but if I told him like, yo, if he took a flight, right? He was here. And I was like, all right, you take a trade from me. I got $1 million for you, yo. Cash. In a live account. I need you to take a trade and your stop loss is gonna be like shit. Your stop loss is gonna be like 20K. I need you to make $1,000 though. The moment you go in profit, just close. He just made a bag. But if he don't know how to do that consistently, then what? I can be a 12-year-old boy that want to make some money, so I go outside to cut grass. I cut grass one day, somebody give me $50, but I stop. Or I'm inconsistent. I made a bag, but I ain't keep it. That's a lot of y'all's issue when it comes to money. I have the same issue. I've gotten way better at it over like the past like month. I've gotten way better at it. But I was actively learning it every day. And I'm still actively learning it. I don't think a lot of people realize that either you use your mind or you use you. You can set things in place to fight your weakness, but it takes a lot of preparation, foresight. That's why I'm not. Instead of just hitting one big trade, I take several small trades until I'm consistent. Then I move on to big numbers. Exactly. Consistency compounds before capital. It's like a video game. Like you know the video games where it's like a progression bar, and it's like the more progress you make, it'll fill up to 100. Yeah, you have to fill up the consistency to 100 before you start making money. Before you start making money, listen to what I'm saying. Making, not to make money, making, actively doing it in motion. Like you're actively doing it. You got to be consistent first, because you can consistently lose your way into winning. Because every loss is a lesson. So embrace it. A lot of y'all issue be execution. Even people that I teach or in the mentorship or even on YouTube, like people in this server, like everywhere, people here, they be asking me the same dumb shit. To keep frankly honest, and I'm like, yeah, you clearly not being consistent because it's all right there. Experience is the best teacher in the world. The market gonna teach you better than I ever could. I just try to make you aware of how it works. But you gotta like actively put in the effort and learn it. I just said it. Profitability lies in the hands of a person who has the ability to make the conscious commitment to execute it. If you can't make the conscious commitment to execute it, then you never will. It's that simple. Y'all are not gonna wake up one day and just be profitable. I promise you, it's not gonna happen. It didn't. Shit, I'm a living testimony, my nigga. The real talk, a living testimony. Just a year ago, I didn't even have enough money for my Discord Nitro. You feel me? So it's like, bro, come on. All y'all can do it, but it gets to a point, it has to get to a point in your mind where like you genuinely go insane. Because if you kind of don't go insane, it'll never really click. You gotta like kind of go insane where it's like, fuck, I want this shit so bad, and you like when you just wanna like, I can't even express it really right now. You are so angry and sad, you're crying, you're fucking frustrated. And if you ain't been through that, then I'm not. I apologize because you ain't got to go through that. I really apologize. You ain't got to go through that. You ain't got to go through that. But if it doesn't get to a point where it's like, yo, I'm not, nah, hell nah. This is a lifestyle. This has to be. This has to be like this is it. That's when it'll truly click, and that's when it truly clicked for me. Once I realized, like, oh shit, if I'm not consistent, nothing matters. Nothing even matters at all. Yeah, that song. Don't shit matter if I'm not consistent, bro. You can be the best trader, best, most knowledgeable trader in the world, but if you're not consistent, it's not gonna work. And I'm not gonna lie, these fibs gonna give like my win rate for this month. My official win rate is a 78% win rate for January, 78.6, I believe. You're using the fibs, you're gonna hit. I don't really care if you use them or not, but if you do use them, they gonna hit. Apply it to whatever holy grail ICC. I don't really care. It's not really a strategy. It's a concept. It's just a blueprint to map out zones on your chart, bro. That's all it does. You just sit here, throw that shit on, zoom out, so it can map out your zones for you. Use it how you want. If you want mastery, then you know what to do. If you want profitability, nigga, learn it, use it, stop complaining. It's simple. The information is out there. Ramel has put in enough reps. I have put in enough reps. I actually deleted all. Well, most of my YouTube videos is gone. A lot of y'all don't even know that. Some of y'all are new to the game, but I had like a lot more videos up. Like I had over like 40 videos, 50 videos up. And I took them down because it was low key too much sauce. That's why I took it down, and it was just irritating me that I was putting all that information out there, but people still turn around and ask me dumb shit like, "Are the fibs fractal? The fibs have a time frame?" And I'm like, "Nigga, what?" But if y'all not being consistent, no way. Why put the value out? I keep it where I keep it for the people for the people that care that where it's needed. You know what I mean? So, We could really get into I do kind of want to talk about psychology. This is a good video. People gonna have to y'all gonna have to stay for the psychology part, or just skip it. We an hour in. We ain't start talking about psychology till like an hour in. There's another video that I want to drop because I was talking about the concept of time and how, like, look, I have a video. This one, content. Look, this video here is the next video I was about to upload. It's 46 minutes. The Matrix and the concept of time and money. All right, and you live your life at an hourly rate, right? In the job field, you know what I'm saying? In order to make this whole ecosystem operate, you do need some people that do work a regular job, because we gonna need it unless AI do some shit. But it's not even trying to take it that deep. But we all work. They want us to work an hourly rate. So just like how for the expense of something that you want costs dollars, the expense of the dollars costs time. All right. So when you look at something, don't look at it from the perspective of how much money it costs. Look at how much time it took you to get it. I'm going to play it back. They want you to work at an hourly rate. All right. We're not working at an hourly rate. You know what we're low-key doing? We basically have a job that's saying, all right, you're telling me that I get paid $20 an hour? I'd rather get paid 20 every 15 minutes. And they're like, okay, approved. That's what trading is in the job field. You're paying me $17 an hour? Does it have to be hourly? Yes, sir. It has to be hourly. All right, can I just get paid like $79 an hour instead? Yes, sir. No problem. Approved. But you only get approved if you learn enough. You only get approved if you actually execute enough. What if the job field was like that? That would be dope, wouldn't it? Like, you can actually get up to that rank. Like, what if it was like that? That would be tough. That's literally what you're doing when you trade. You're getting to your time back. Like I just said in the beginning. You sacrifice your dollars for the tangible things in life, and you sacrifice your time for the dollars. They're going for your time, because that's the one thing you can't stop. You ain't God. So you don't try to just drain your ass out. So when you hear somebody drain your, no, I ain't gonna mention that. That sounds crazy. Anyway, they're gonna drain you out. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be old. Like, think about it, yo. You're supposed to be young, free, living your life on a beach somewhere, running, healthy joints, healthy bones, body functioning right. But nah, they want you to have $1 million when you're 65. When you on the beach, you can't run. You need a fucking cane. Your back is hurting. They're taking your time. They don't care about how much money you make. Obviously, they're gonna take it anyway. There's millionaires and billionaires. They still gonna get taxed. They don't care about the dollars, bro. The dollar doesn't matter. You can make as much money as you want in the world. There's Psy right now. Psy makes so much money to the point where it's like, yo, you're not getting happiness from this money no more. Why do you think when Romel and Psy were in LA, all them niggas was doing was biking? That he said they was biking for like a while. Like, yeah, I know y'all see Psy IG. He be turned, of course, because he got the money. He can be, but you gotta detach from it, because it gets to a point where the money don't matter. But he's so young, so he's so happy and free because he got his fucking time. He's made more money than it takes to make in 10 lifetimes. He'll make that in a trade. Understand it. That's when you hear somebody say we seek freedom, that's exactly what they mean. Not freedom to do as we please, but freedom to stay young. They're going for your time, bro. So think twice when you break that rule, gang. Think twice when you not staying true to yourself. Think twice. Because the same way how we get our time back, that motherfucker can get taken away. Because guess what? Your 9 to 5 don't take a band from you, but this trading shit do. So understand the dangers of it as well. So are you going to take it serious, or are you not? Your 9 to 5 not going to take $300 from you. Yeah, you got taxes, but you're going to have to pay taxes on this trading shit as well. So if you don't get it right, you're gonna take money from yourself, and the government's still gonna take from money from you regardless. So you choose what you want to do. You choose your hard. You either gonna gamble or you not. I don't know what y'all belief system is, but if you believe that you have multiple lifetimes, or if you believe you only have one lifetime, make sure that this one's the best, because you can't compare it to anything else. You don't know what the best life look like, so how about you just try to live the best? It's really that simple. And y'all are learning the skill. Y'all are in a community where it's like, yo, these niggas low key be spitting. They low key give perspective. You here for a reason. I'm not saying like I said, it's just a perspective, not the perspective, but it's a motherfucking perspective. I can give somebody perspective. So like think twice, yo. The same way you get all this time, because y'all understand it, the time to make money, then the money to get the tangible things. So since y'all know that, since we reverse engineered it, and y'all now that y'all know that, like I said, think twice. Think fucking twice, yo. When you not following your rules, because it'll cost you a ban, and that ban cost you a month. Or okay, you bought a prop firm, it's $300, but guess what? In the job field, no, you bought a prop firm at $100, but you blew the account. But you know how I'm looking at it? I just blew two bands, nigga. That's somebody's rent. I blew two bands. That's somebody's rent. What the hell am I doing? I'm wasting time. Let me get my shit together. That's how I look at it. That's genuinely how I look at it. And that's how I genuinely been looking at my life for a long time. That's why when I tell niggas like I'm 19, they be like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's because I try to prioritize my time as much as I can. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, there's one thing that I can't stop. And that one thing I can't stop is getting old and dying. You're going to die anyway. So make sure that when you do live this life, you give as much knowledge and you experience as much as you can. Your loved ones, give them as much knowledge and wisdom and give them as much as they can experience. That's your only obligation. That's how I feel. Make experience as much as possible. Not obviously nothing negative, nigga. Like, you want to experience a great life, but yo, experience and just live. Y'all got a crazy ass skill that nobody can take from you unless they kill you. Can't nobody take this skill from you, bruh. Y'all learning something real crazy. Fibs are not the fibs. I'm specifically talking about the fibs, but fibs are not fibs. That shit an algorithm. That shit an algorithm, bro. Anyway, I just stopped the video.